But we are going to see Hamilton now. Hey everyone, it's Julia. Welcome to a new vlog. So I am in the Atlanta airport right now and it is the big day. We are flying to Chicago to go see Hamilton. I've been talking about this for like 2 months. I'm very excited. There was a little drama that happened the past couple of days because there's currently a snowstorm in Chicago and I was a little stressed that they were going to cancel the flight or cancel the show, but none of that is happening. The flight is on time. No one else is worried, so I literally was like praying. I had my friends, they prayed for me that nothing would happen and everything's smooth sailing so far. I think the plane's already here, so our official Hamil trip is beginning. Let's go. Okay, we made it. We're at our hotel in Chicago. Our first stop was to get deep dish pizza. We went to Geno's East South Loop. I think that's where we went. And actually what was cool was the waiter was like, I recognize you. He recognized me because he's seen my YouTube videos, which is really exciting. Also, my channel's about to hit 20,000 subscribers. I'm 5 away. I was 6 away, but then he became the next one, so now I'm 5 away. So we're at Chicago. It's freezing, very cold. We're lucky we got here though because of the snowstorm. We didn't think we would. I can't get my shoe off. Mom, will you take my shoe off? Pull.
She's still on.
No.
Is there a trick? Is there a zipper? Is there a zipper?
There's no trick. It's my sock. It's too thick. Okay, ready? Twist.
No, you're gonna hurt me.
No, twist. Yeah.
Woo! Woo! What's in here?
Okay, so we're at our hotel. It's called the Central Loop Hotel. The play is at 8. The musical, excuse me, is at 8. And it is 2:15. So we have plans to go ice skating, some other things maybe, but it's really cold. It's really cold. So the show's not till 8, but we decided to come by earlier and just get some pictures, and we're getting honked at. Ice skating ribbon now. It's like an ice skating rink, except instead of being a circle, it's a path. And so I'm excited. I'm a little nervous about my mom. I don't know where she went. She wasn't looking too stable. So my verdict on this experience is they're gonna Zamboni it in like 20 minutes, so it's really, really bad right now. Also, I've never ice skated on real ice before, which is interesting. I don't know if it's harder or easier, but it's it's okay. Sorry. What's happening?
What makes you think this is real ice?
Because we're in Chicago. Why wouldn't it be?
It's still man-made.
Oh, with water. Morgan said it was real. That's why I think
what's that? All ice is made out of water.
But it's fake. That's what Morgan said, and Morgan knows everything. She's an ice skater.
I'm right behind you, okay? Okay.
Okay. Here, hold my hand.
Come on through.
Okay.
Give me some.
Okay. You're welcome. Oh, so anyways, what's cool about this is it goes uphill and downhill, which I've definitely never ice skated uphill or downhill. Have you?
No. But I like the downhill part because you don't have to do anything besides like stand there.
Okay, you guys, it is time. It is 7:17, and that's an arbitrary time, but we are going to see Hamilton now, and I'm freaking out. I just had a little dance party. We just took naps, so we were really tired, so we had a little dance party. Get going. Mom, how was your excitement level?
Pretty high.
Is it as high as mine? Like 1 to me.
So yours a 10, I'm about 7.
Well, okay. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens. We're about to be in the room where it happens. Da 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 da. Okay, so it's intermission. It's amazing. I'm freaking out. I almost cried several times. I really like the character Hercules Mulligan. I think I'm annoying everyone because I can't stop dancing. I actually apologize to this woman in front of me in advance because I told her I was gonna dance the whole time and I've been trying to suppress it. It's so good. It's so good.
It's amazing. It's hysterical. It's interesting and educational. What do you think, Joanne?
It's so good.
It's hilarious.
It's really emotional. Hey you guys, okay, it is the next day now. It is Sunday morning and we went to sleep like immediately after the show because it was 11:30 at that point and 12:30 to us Eastern time, ladies. So here's my official thoughts on it. It was amazing. If you've never seen my channel before, I'll just let you know that I'm a super fan. I actually discovered the music kind of late in the game. I discovered it like in October and I've been freakishly obsessed. I read the biography, all of it. I've seen documentaries, I've watched every interview under the sun. Like I've listened to the music probably 100 times through. So it was a big dream of mine to see it. And so I already knew a great deal about the show. I already knew like all the music, everything. I knew everything. Everyone was really nervous that I was like gonna be disappointed, but I was not disappointed. I think it was even better than I thought. One thing that was really cool for me to see was the dancing, because that obviously I've seen a little bit like with Tony Award performances and stuff online, but I hadn't seen much of the dancing. Obviously you can't when you're listening to the music. So they do incredible storytelling with the dancers. There's probably like 10 consistent dancers throughout the entire thing that just like tell and move the story. They tell the story and move along the plot with dancing and with props, and I thought that was super creative. I follow Hamilton on Instagram obviously, and usually it's the New York cast, but this past week they were doing the Edgeham, the education thing, with the Chicago cast, and so I got to see a bunch of the dancers on Insta story. They were like talking, and so I was familiar with all of their faces, and so that was cool to kind of know what all of the dancers looked like before, and so I felt like I knew them a little bit. So that was super fun, and so I was really paying attention to them. Our seats were a little bit disappointing when we first got there. We walked in, and the way it is like there's the first level and there's balcony and other levels, but the first level goes really far back under the balcony, so we were kind of tucked under the balcony, and the balcony level kind of cut off the top of our view. And the stage has like has 2 levels, so there's lots of characters that will talk from the like top part of the stage, and so when that happened we couldn't really see them, and so that when I first walked in I was like, oh gosh, and then somebody really tall sat in front of me and I was like, it's okay. But it actually was fine. Like there were probably 4 or 5 parts where I couldn't see the person talking, but I knew the plot so well that I knew what was happening. I don't know about my mom. Did you know what was happening, Mom, when that happened?
Yeah, I can still hear him.
Yeah, she could still hear it. So that only happened like 4 or 5 times. And I think those seats were cheaper, that's why I picked them. So if you're on a budget, it's really not that bad. But if I see it again, or I should say when I see it again, I would like to be up top or in the front with no obstruction to my view, obviously. That would be great. So another thing I was worried about was I've heard the Broadway like recorded studio recording so many times that I had like memorized every little thing. And so hearing different people sing it, I was worried I'd be disappointed. And there were times where I was like, oh, like this person's not as good as the original cast. And I had to keep reminding myself that's not true. They're really good. They just are doing it differently. And one thing I did notice too is this cast is so much more Broadway than the New York studio recording. I feel like a lot of them were more like rap, like R&B, just kind of like more not traditional Broadway vibes, and these people were more Broadway vibes, I thought. So if you're more into Broadway, that will make you happy.
Tell them about the king.
The king. Oh, yeah, the king was hilarious. So in general, there were so many funny things that I didn't know to laugh at just from hearing the music. So I laughed so much, including the king. My mom was obsessed with the king. There's just like so many funny things he does that you have no idea from hearing the music. Like, I don't want to ruin it for you, but oh my gosh, he's so funny. And his outfit is ridiculous. Because the actors are different and they're making the characters themselves, there's just so many like little annotations and different things that they interpret differently. So that was fun for me to hear different nuances and different lines kind of interpreted differently. And so I did laugh at parts I've never thought were funny before, or understood parts I've never understood like in a new way because they did it differently. For one example is the part where normally Lin-Manuel Miranda goes, "I was chosen for the Constitutional Convention," and you can tell he's excited. But the guy who played Hamilton in Chicago, he did it more like, he was like, "I was chosen for the Constitutional Convention." That was so funny. I laughed for like 10 minutes. He was like trying to be cool and then he freaked out. And there's just so many parts that were unexpected, so that was really fun. Okay, I just wanted to add one more thing before I ended the vlog. I forgot to mention that my channel hit 20,000 subscribers yesterday, so yesterday was a very good day for me. So I just want to say thank you for subscribing, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm very excited. I post videos every Sunday, and so thanks for watching this video about Hamilton dreams coming true, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye!
And if you want it, come and get it. Crying out loud, let go.